Every day trader should be watching these two things at the start of the week. The first one being is the economic calendar, and what I look for is level 3 news. Think of this as your weather forecast for the upcoming week. Level 3 news is going to have the highest impact on the markets. This can cause a lot of volatility, or markets are going to be waiting for a specific level 3 news. So for this week, we had Fed Chair Powell speaking on Wednesday, and a lot of the times I've seen price action on Monday and Tuesday become very choppy or very poor, meaning there aren't a lot of opportunities. Yes, you can find some moves, but what I always tell our members is that you're just going to want to look for base hits, because a lot of the times you're not going to get that momentum and see a big move. So just plan to take base hits or try to sit on your hands. Let's go ahead and look at the charts here. I am looking at ES. I'm looking at the 30-minute chart. And down here at the bottom, this is the second thing I like to look at, volume. This shows me the total amount of trades executed during these time frames. From last week, we can see that we had a pretty nice sell-off towards the end of the week. Volume was relatively high. So come around Sunday, the start of the week, we ended up seeing buyers pushing up. This was the overnight session. Coming into New York here in purple, if we zoom in, we can see that price popped up just to sell off, bounce, and then stay within a range. And then look at the very bottom. Volume was relatively low compared to Friday. This was an indication that we weren't going to have great price action. This is why a lot of big traders sit out on Mondays, because they're allowing price action to develop. The after hours opened up. You got a bit of a sell-off just for the overnight session to completely push price up. And then look at this, New York open, we had a sell-off and we ended up chopping around. Volume was a little bit higher here, but think of this as the calm before the storm. When you're seeing price action not playing out cleanly, this is a good indication that markets are going to continue to wait ahead of FOMC. And this week we actually had the after hours and London session having all the fun. So they had a nice clean push up just to sell off. Once again, coming into FOMC, we had a bit of a sell-off, consolidated, and we did not start selling off until the FOMC statements were released and Jerome Powell started to speak.